Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Chris Allen with your weather podcast for this August 27th. After a very typical day in southern Kentucky yesterday, across the area, we had a high of 87 degrees. We still did not hit 90. So that means today is day 37. Day 37 without hitting a 90-degree temperature. Here in the middle of summertime, or, well, the end of summer, pretty much. We have less than a month to go, officially, for the summer season. So 87 was the high, 88 the average high for the day, so we were just 1 degree off of that. 63 was our low, 65 is where we should be. 1 year ago, we had a high of 92 and a low of 65 back in 2012. Still no rainfall past 24 hours, and today is going to be a day much like yesterday. Lots of sunshine, and then by afternoon, we begin to see a lot of puffy cumulus clouds. And at times, you may think, wow, that cloud, has a little bit of a dark underside. Maybe it's going to shower. And there is, that really less than a 10% chance that you could see maybe an isolated shower trying to get going. But the chances of any organized shower activity is next to nothing, at least for right now. Now, as we get into Thursday, maybe even Wednesday evening, we could see a little better, maybe a 20% chance of that happening. And as we get on into the Labor Day weekend, we do see a daily chance of some showers trying to pop up. But between now and then, it's just going to continue to be very warm, very humid, and mostly sunny. A very typical summer week, as we've talked about, is going to continue. Today, 88, mostly sunny, warm, and humid. Tonight, mainly clear. There could be a few areas of patchy fog, pretty typical stuff. By the way, is anyone out there counting the fogs in August? I know that's a big deal to some. Counting the fogs in August to try to see if we're going to have a snowy winter. And on that note, the Farmer's Almanac came out yesterday for 2014. And they say that our part of the country is going to be wet and cold and possibly snowy. But we're going to be in that transition area where it's more likely that if, based on what they say, we could see a little bit more, not only snow, but also maybe ice. I would go ahead and prepare for what is going to be a pretty decent winter. I've just had that feeling all along. Shane will do his official winter forecast here in the coming weeks. But the trend that we're in, I know a lot of folks have asked me, well, because of this cooler, wetter summer, does that mean we're really going to have a bad winter? It doesn't always necessarily mean that. But this trend does not look to change. September will tell us a lot. September is when we normally see the jet stream making those changes, the upper air currents making those changes that are critical for how the winter is going to pan out. And this is usually the time the Climate Prediction Center and the Weather Service and Farmer's Almanac and anybody else, they start to make their winter predictions. If it were me, and this is what I'm doing, and you can just take this with a grain of salt or whatever, but I am going to prepare for a pretty decent winter, and by that, there's going to be a lot of folks that say, this is more like the winters I remember as a kid back in the 70s. Yep. Some guy in Bowling Green, Kentucky, who's been doing the weather at a particular TV station for 25 years, has been saying for the last 10 years that we were about to enter a period of cooler temperatures. And despite all the hype and the carrying on about global warming and climate change and climate disruption and Al Gore and his boneheaded nut jobs that are out there, this is just part of what's called decadal oscillation. About every 20, 30 years, it's not exact, but you can see it through history in waves. We have times of warming and we have times of cooling. And the Earth has always done that, and we have already entered a period of, I think, that's going to be very reminiscent of the 70s, when folks like me, my age, around 50 or so, remember those really icy, wintry, snowy winters here in this part of the country. It's coming back. But that's what it's supposed to do. Everybody gets all crazy about, this, that, and the other changing. And the weather's always changing, and so is the climate. Climate change is the worst label I've ever heard, because it's pretty obvious that the climate changes. At times it's warm, at times it's cool. It's always done that. Our memories are short, and we think the weather that we're seeing right now that's so odd has never happened before, but it has. It just, that's why I just never get worked up about this stuff. So, prepare for what could be an interesting winter around here. That's all. That's as far as I'm going. Okay, back to the forecast. Why do you guys distract me like that? No, it's not your fault. Mostly sunny, warm, humid, 90 tomorrow. 90 again Thursday with that chance. 20% chance of a shower. Friday, mostly sunny, hot, humid, 91. Lots of haze, humidity around. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Labor Day weekend. A daily chance, 20% that you'll see a shower. 92 on Saturday, 93 on Sunday, the first day of September, 92 Monday, Labor Day. And Saturday, by the way, the big Western UK football game in Nashville. Should be a hot, humid day if you're going to the stadium, downtown Nashville. Just make sure you got plenty to drink and stay cool. All right. By the way, all of our weather graphics are now working. Thank you for your patience. We got them working actually, last Friday, Saturday, and then they sputtered and puttered and things didn't work out, so I had to log in back from home and make some adjustments. But everything is cooking now. The Russellville weather cam is down. We keep having some issues with that. I think it's a connectivity issue, so we've got our technicians looking at that. But everything is up at WBKO.com. Everything is up to date. Radars, 7-day forecast, maps, and all that. Webcams. And that also goes for your mobile device. And by the way, tonight, speaking of techie stuff, I'm going to be part of what's called a Spreecast. For anybody that's an NCIS fan, and as you know, the TV show NCIS starring Mark Harmon is probably my favorite TV show of all time. I'm a huge fan. Keep up with, going into season 11 now. And I've been asked by a group called NCIS Fanatics to be a part of their show, their Spreecast webcast, tonight, starting at 6 p.m. Central Time. And we're going to discuss the season 10 ender, where Gibbs, Leroy Jethro Gibbs, NCIS team leader, is taking what appears to be a shot at an FBI friend of his. And we all know it's not him, but we're going to discuss that. So if you're an NCIS fan, you're welcome to join in tonight. Spreecast. Just go to Spreecast.com. You'll see the NCIS Fanatic show that we're doing live at 6 o'clock this evening. I'll be on a webcam, and I'll be participating, answering questions, and talking up the season ender and the season to come and all that. So, in case you're interested, there you go. All right, in the meantime, have a great day. God bless. Thank you for listening, as always. Know the weather before it knows you. Have a great day, and I'll see you live at 5:30 on AM Kentucky and streaming live to WBKO.com.